Hi everyone, I'm FMGreeno. Welcome along to episode 49 of the Greeno Tour, my FM21 European journeyman, where I can only manage teams I've seen play live or been to their stadiums. We're still here with FC Köln. It's the beginning of the 2027-28 season, and as always, we've had a very busy summer. What better place to start a look at what we've been doing over the summer months than the transfers? A few players moved out over the summer. Kevin Danso has moved on. He has gone to Bochum, so there'll be no repeats of him giving 2 penalties away and getting sent off in a game like he did last year. Young midfielder Achenhofer has gone off to Union Berlin, just someone I didn't think had enough potential really to make it here. We've let Fiete Arp go. He did okay for us last season, but he wasn't really quite the quality I was looking for as we go into the Champions League season. And similarly for Kevin Godin, who was a backup fullback for us last season. A bunch of other players out on loan, all fringe players. We have brought in 6 new signings and only spent a net spend of about 250 grand. So that's pretty good business all round. Let's have a look at who we've brought in. First up, Denzel Dumfries. Very experienced, can play in a lot of positions. He's going to be our backup right back mainly, but he can play centre back, defensive midfield, left back at a push. So I think he'll be a good option to have around the squad. Giorgio Lissi, we got this guy at a free from Porto. Definitely an upgrade, I think, on Fiete Arp in the striking department. Can also play out here on the right-hand side as an inside forward, which is a role I like. I think we're going to see quite a lot of this guy this season. August Priske has come in from Denmark. Again, a very, very good striking option. His physicals are absolutely superb. 1 or 2 of his technicals could do with upgrading a little bit, but I think he's going to do really, really well for us. He's got a good personality, and I think he's going to, score a hatful of goals, hopefully. This signing I'm pretty excited about. Chinese centre-half, Huang Zhao, can play right full-back as well. He's a little bit short. He's only 18 years old, so maybe he's going to grow a little bit more. But I think this guy, again, an ambitious personality, playing in either of these roles, we're going to see a lot of this guy this season, even at just 18 years old. Gaetan Moran is a French wonder kid. I'm not quite sure how he's got the wonder kid status. He doesn't look quite good enough to be classed as a wonder kid to me. He's 20 years old. We've brought him in from Braga for very little money, and I think he's going to be there or thereabouts in the squad this season, and hopefully he'll improve to be a starter for next season. And a guy we've just brought in the last couple of days, Fulvio Iaccarino, another centre-half, 21 years old this time, came in from Inter, again, reasonably cheaply, a driven personality, either-footed, brilliant physicals, good mentals, solid technicals. Very happy with his signing too. Today's first league game is at home against Eintracht Frankfurt. As you can see here, pre-season has gone pretty well. We were defeated in our first game against PSV Eindhoven, but since then we've taken on teams like Bochum, Werder, West Ham, Villarreal, and won every single one of them. We also just played the first round of the DFB Pokal, the German Cup, and won 4-0 away against a 3rd division team. So overall, pretty good morale, pretty good form going into the season. If we take a look at the season preview, you can see here we are slated to finish in 10th place. I'll be disappointed if that's all we manage. Obviously, we have Champions League football as well, so that may have a little bit of an impact on our league form. But what I think is interesting here is 2 of the guys we just talked about, Huang Zhao and Priske, are in the Media Dream 11. So, high hopes for both of those 2. Going into today's game against Frankfurt, we do have 1 or 2 issues around the squad, particularly at the back. Gebhardt, our first choice goalkeeper, is injured, still out for another couple of days, so Quintana comes in to start, the young goalkeeper. Dumfries is going to play at right back today because Pinheiro is injured. We also have problems at centre-half. Onguene is banned after accumulating too many yellow cards last season, and Guevara, the young South American centre-half, is injured. So Iaccarino comes in for a start, even though he's only been at the club for about 20 minutes, and he's going to play alongside that young Chinese centre-half. So hopefully they'll get an understanding pretty quick. Evina's playing on the left today. Batista Meyer is not quite fit enough to start. And we're going to see how this setup works. We've got Priska coming into the team in the attacking midfield role. That's kind of like a second striker. And Lisi is going to play up top as an advanced forward. We do have Thielmann on the bench who can come on if we want someone a bit more sort of physical. But that's what we're going to start with today. Let's get into the game. So that's our lineup as we've just discussed. A very full-looking stadium today. First game of the season, brought the crowds in. So it's a 4-2-3-1 for Eintracht. In fact, there's a player, I think, Murray there. Did we not have him at Sterling Albion? Or maybe I was trying to sign him at Sterling Albion right back at the start of the save. So he's obviously come on quite well. I'm pretty excited about this season now. I think all of the signings we've made are certainly good enough to get time in the first team. And with the exception of Dumfries, they're all sort of younger players who definitely have got potential to improve even further. Here's Priska trying to do it all by himself by the looks of it. It's giving it to Evina. Back to Mariba. We're going the wrong way, guys. This is a bit more like it. And this man out to Dumfries, into Priska. Blocked. Oh, goodness me. How many blocked shots were there? Wow. That was a bit of pinball, wasn't it? But yeah, it's going to be great. We have European football in terms of the Champions League this season. The draw hasn't been made for that yet. That'll come in a couple of weeks. We're straight into the group stage of that. I do expect us to be the 4th seeds, though. We don't obviously have a huge amount of European history. So we might well end up with a fairly difficult group, but it'll be an interesting challenge, whoever we get, I suppose. Dumfries down the right here again. Can he get a crossover? No, he pulls it back to Smorgol. Nice intricate football. Priska. Oh, he's dragged it wide. I got high hopes of this partnership with Priska and Lisi up front. One area that we did kind of struggle with a bit last season was actually scoring goals. So both of them had good goal-scoring records at their clubs last season. Or Lisi's picked up a knock here. So that's a little bit of a worry. We'll take him out, protect him. We'll put Thielmann on, and we'll put him to a pressing forward, which he kind of prefers a little more. Yeah, if we can get one or both of those firing, then that should lead us to a bit more of a successful season again, I would hope. There's Browner with a throw, finds Mariba, back to Browner, lots of bodies in the box. There's man at the back post. Oh, goodness me. Another chance goes begging. We're absolutely dominating this game, but without putting them away. Dumfries to Smorgol, that's cleared. And a counter-attack here for Frankfurt. Oh, what a terrible sliding challenge that was. And Coco has scored. Maverick Coco. Oh, dear. Done on the counter-attack. We've been absolutely bossing this game for the first 35 minutes. And that was pretty poor from our young Chinese defender. And unfortunately, nothing the goalkeeper could do to stop that. Okay, so we need to put a bit of a shout in, a bit of encouragement. Let's get the body language back up again. And try and get an equaliser as quickly as we can. We're approaching half-time though. So not long to try and pinch a goal before it's time for the half-time oranges. Maybe an opportunity here if we can win this ball. We haven't. Oh yes, we have now though. And here goes Thielmann. There's plenty of people coming up alongside him. Tries the shot from an awkward angle, though. Here's Smorgol. Evina. Oh, follow it up. Yes! Thielmann off the bench. And we have pulled it back just on the stroke of half-time. A little bit of a scrappy goal after a very good initial counter-attack. Man pulls it back to Smorgol. Evina hits the post. Gets it across. And Thielmann slides in and prods it home. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better. I mean, I think we probably deserve to be winning this game if you look at the XG, but at least we're not losing at half-time. So, what are we going to tell the boys here? Do you know what? I think we're probably going to say that we're not happy with the performance and see if we can get them motivated a little bit more. get back out for the second half. Both of our fullbacks are on yellow cards. So maybe we'll have a quick little word with them and tell them to ease off tackles a little bit. Before we can do that with Dumfries, we do go into another highlight though. Here's Priska. Gives it away. Good header back there. Oh, we got another defender on a yellow as well. Goodness. 3 out of the 4 of them. Great mazy little run here by Dennis Mann. Finds Thielmann. Oh, a good effort. A good effort, but sadly not quite on target. So we're going to have to tell all of our defenders here to ease off tackles. I don't want to go down to 10 men at this stage. Oh, our XG is 3.24. And we're not winning the game. Good claim there by Quintana. Opportunity for a quick break, perhaps. There we go. There's Avina. There's loads of space on the right. Avina's tried to do it all himself. Has he won a penalty? That looked like a penalty to me. The ref is going on a very long old run towards the monitor. No, it's to your left, mate. To your left. There we go. You found where it is. Excellent. Well done. So, the penalty review. Come on. It's given. I thought it should be. So, who's going to take this for us now? Evina. Fingers crossed. Oh, he's hit it straight at the keeper. Oh, no. Okay. We go again. So XG is now over 4, and we've only scored 1 goal. Time to make some changes. Back in a moment. We're straight into a highlight here. This is actually before the changes have occurred. Oh, good effort. So we've brought Skov on at left back. Browner obviously was on a yellow card. And we've brought young Moran on in place of Smorgol in the midfield. Just to see how he looks for 20 minutes or so. I think we're going to have a look at the instructions here. So maybe if we pass into space on. Mixed crosses. Well, let's try low crosses. And transition. We'll get the goalie to distribute quickly. And see if this makes any difference. And we're going to go attacking. 26 shots, 11 on target. We've only scored 1 solitary goal. The changes I've made seem to be having absolutely 0 impact on us as an attacking force, which is a bit of a worry. I mean, at least we're creating chances, I suppose. But if we can't win this game, which we haven't, then, yeah, that's a bit of a concern. But of course, it's a bit early to be looking at the league table, but at least we've got a point on the board. And I think there's probably enough to be positive about in that performance. Just need the guys to start finding their shooting boots a little bit, and we ought to be able to put teams to the sword, I'd have thought. In terms of where we're going to come back next, I think probably this Leipzig game. Obviously, the transfer window finishes at the end of August, and we should know all of our Champions League opponents by then. So depending on, maybe there'll be a Champions League game just after, in which case we'll come back for then. But it'll be somewhere around this period anyway. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I think it was good to have a little look at the good young prospects that we've brought in over the summer. A little bit of a disappointment in the result, but like I say, certainly a lot of positives around the way we played. If you did enjoy the episode, please drop a like on there for me. Helps me get seen by more people. And if you've got any comments about this episode, the players we've signed, or the series as a whole so far, I would love to see them below. And don't forget, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, click on that button and come and join us on the Greenobus. There is plenty of room for you all. It just remains me to thank you for watching, and I will see you soon for some more action here with Köln. Bye for now.